race fans, and welcome to another edition of the Seekonk Speedway pre-race show. I'm your host, Giuliana Vanasse, and we are getting ready to close out July with two action-packed nights here at the Action Track of the East. Fast Friday kicks off the weekend with 6 divisions battling for wins, points, and all the important spots in the championship playoffs. Then we're looking to NASCAR Saturday, bringing us 4 divisions in the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags and 2 extra distance Everett's Auto Parts Anniversary Series races. The Sportsmans and the Sport Trucks will each race for 40 laps on Saturday night. That means more time to make moves, more time to save tires, and probably more time to make your crew chief nervous. Fast Friday starts at 7 p.m. and NASCAR Saturday night goes green at 6. Let's break down everything you need to know. We'll start off with the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandelero Bandits, where last Friday night proved that one moment can completely change the entire championship picture. Landon Solomito and his brother Brody Solomito were unfortunately involved in an early accident, ending the night for 2 of the strongest competitors in the entire division. But that opened the door up for Jace Chaber, who raced to his first victory of the 2026 season. Chaber became the 3rd different Bandelero Bandit winner of the season, joining Landon Solomito and Mason Goodale. Another major story of the night was the absence of Brooke Mayer, who had been in the middle of the championship battle. So that's created an opportunity for drivers like Tobey Lecuyer and Elias Dibb to strengthen their positions as we get closer to deciding the final playoff 4. The Bandits may be young, but the pressure is already very real. Let's see who handles it best this Friday night. In the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandelero Outlaws, the question remains the same. Can anyone stop Luca Dibb? Luca picked up his 6th consecutive victory last Friday. 6 in a row. At this point, he may need to start paying rent in victory lane. But another win is never guaranteed, especially at tracks like Seekonk. Zacharias Kelly is still the only other driver able to earn a victory over Luca this season, while other drivers such as Brady Connors, Ryder Aguiar, Aaliyah DeSoma, and the rest of the Outlaws continue to close that gap slowly but surely. They'll have 15 fast and furious laps to try and end Luca's win streak this Friday night. We've talked about the Bandeleros, but now it's time to meet 2 members of a racing family competing in 2 very different divisions. One is battling for a place in the Bandelero Bandit Championship playoffs, and the other is trying to put an end to Mike Cavallero's Crown Vic winning streak. Please welcome Tobey and Nick Lecuyer to the hot seat. Welcome back, race fans. It's Giuliana Vanasse. We are back in the hot seat, this time with a duo for the first time. I'm here with Tobey Lecuyer and his dad, Nick. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. Let's start off first and foremost. Tobey, what's it like racing on the same night as your dad every week?
I mean, at some points it can be tough with certain times if the race schedule is next to each other, but other than that, it's really fun having our family and friends being able to watch 2 people that they want to root for at once, and it works really good for our sponsors, and I don't have any problems with it.
Now, Nick, how do you feel about racing with your son? I know it can be a little stressful, but I'm sure you gotta love it.
It's a lot more work than I anticipated. We're up for the challenge. Some nights are easier than others. We recruited some hard-working friends. They're here almost every week, so without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So we're trying to make the best of it.
Tobey, it's your rookie year here in the Bandelero Bandits. Talk to the fans and tell us, how has your year been going so far, and maybe some challenges that have arisen from that?
I mean, my season has been really good, considering it, for one, again, it's my first season. And for 2, I mean, the worst I've ever gotten in a race is a 6th. And for someone in their first season, that is incredible out of like 14 cars. So, yeah, I feel really good about it. But the tough challenges I have is sometimes is with those cars, since they have a locked rear axle, sometimes they can be really snappy and they can just spin out coming out of the corner, or if you don't hit the right spot on the track, it can really mess you up. But I've found my ways on the track to kind of just go around it, and yeah, I've figured out how to not wreck coming out of the corner every time. So.
And hey, that's really important. That's a big learning curve. Nick, it's the sophomore years for the Crown Vic Cruisers here, and it's the first time that they've been racing every single week. How have you been navigating driving through the track and staying consistent in points?
It's been a little tricky. I actually haven't had to race every week because I got sat down for one, but we're making the best of it, trying to make gains and try to keep up with these guys. We only have a handful of cars, and but there's some of the best around. You know, we may only have a handful, but we got some stout field.
What made you want to race the Crown Vics? It's a new division, especially up here in New England. It's starting to make waves. What really drew you to the division?
I don't know. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, we should try that." And then next thing you know, we went and bought it, and we built it, and we've been doing it ever since. So it being close to home helps.
Toby, what do you want to do for your next steps? You're a young driver. You have a whole career and a lot of time ahead of you. Where do you see yourself ending up next?
My guess is if this car doesn't blow up, I'm going to try and be in the Crown Vics, and if I survive in there, we'll see where it goes.
Would you want to race with your dad?
It all depends on how I do in my rookie season in that, and also building another car, because this is a car that we built, we didn't just buy it, so it does put in a lot of work and money and effort, but it all pays off in the end. And you know, if I had the chance to race with my dad in the same race, then absolutely I would.
I have a question for you both. Who do you think would win if you were both in a Crown Vic? Maybe not now, but a couple years down the line. Who do you think would take the checkered?
I'm pretty sure I'd win.
Yeah.
You think your dad would win?
Yes, because I'm used to staying wide open now, and I'm not used to, I was used to letting off in the corners, but I don't think with how heavy these are, if I would be able to sail it into the corner like this guy does.
Thank you guys so much for talking with me. You did a great job, and good luck tonight to you both.
Thank you.
The Nick's Pit Stop Legend cars delivered a popular victory last week as Mason Tessier returned to victory lane for the first time in over 4 years. Tessier became the second consecutive driver to add his name to the 2026 winners list after Brian Wilkinson Jr. earned his first career victory on July 10th. Mason and his teammate Richie Helger Jr. have been 2 of the most consistent drivers all season. Richie, the former champion, is still looking for his first win of the year, and it feels like it's only a matter of time before he puts everything together. But then you have younger drivers like Brody Wakefield, who is also getting closer and closer to his first career victory, while other drivers such as Isaiah Newcomb has shown plenty of speed. But you can't forget about the 4-time winner, Jacob Rowdy Burns. You can never count him out because mostly he keeps reminding everyone why he is a former champion. The Legend cars have depth, speed, and plenty of drivers capable of winning. Expect another good one this Friday night. Pure Stocks added another new winner last week as Crystal Murray earned her first career victory of the season and in the Pure Stocks. Crystal became one of the 5 different winners of the season, joining drivers like Ethan Souza, Richie Johnson, Bobby Betancourt III, but the only driver who has won twice this year is Bryson Robidoux. All 5 will return Friday looking to become another feature winner of the season. But you can't overlook Brent Robidoux. Brent finished second last week and enters the end of July just 8 points away from the championship lead. Second-year driver Zachary Keith has also been putting together an impressive season and currently holds a strong position inside the top 5. Will we see another repeat winner, or will the Pure Stocks make it 6 different winners with the division trying to predict the outcome, usually being quick and proving other drivers wrong? Samantha Sabota earned her first Sport 4 victory of the season and the most recent 25-lap feature, holding off a determined Daniel Hayes over the closing laps. Hayes was close, and you know he'll be coming back this Friday night looking to finish the job. It was a challenging night for three-time winner Arthur Miak and Dave Westgate, but both have shown enough speed this season to bounce right back. However, rookie Antonio Mancini is another driver to watch. He continues to improve and could be the division's next first-time winner. The Sport 4 championship stretch is coming quickly, so every position, and every point for that matter, is becoming more and more important. Mike Caballero has turned the one-way recycling Crown Vic Cruisers into his own personal playground. Caballero won for the 6th consecutive time last Friday, and he doesn't appear interested in sharing victory lane anytime soon. But the rest of the field has other plans. John Llygier and Nick Lecuyer have both shown speed and have led laps, and they're getting closer and closer, but now they have to figure out how to finish the job. Will Caballero make it 7 straight, or will someone finally knock him off the top? With the Crown Vics, anything can happen, and it normally does. That wraps up our Fast Friday preview. Racing begins Friday at 7 p.m., so get here early, grab your favorite seat, and get ready for 6 divisions of short track action. Now let's move over to the NASCAR Saturday night racing. The Pro Stocks are coming off an incredible second round of the Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown Series. Nick Lascola held off Dave Darling in a thrilling finish to capture his second victory of the season. Darling spent the second half of the race all over Lascola's back bumper, waiting for an opportunity, but Nick never gave him one. Darling has been incredible this season, with 3 victories and a worst finish of 3rd. Yeah, you heard that correctly. 3rd place is the worst finish he has gotten this year. Most drivers would happily take that as their best finish. But then Dylan Estrella has also visited victory lane. Meanwhile, Vinny Aranagato Jr. earned his first podium finish of the season in the most recent event. Mike Brightman continues to show winning speed and appears to be getting closer to the checkered flag every week. Mark Jettison, Kobe Fournier, and Dick Benoit and the rest of the field will also be looking to make some noise while the Pro Stocks return for a 40-lap feature this Saturday night. The late models have competed 6 races this season, and they've produced 6 different winners. Chase Belcher became the latest driver to join the list by capturing the 75-lap showdown last time out. He joins Richie Murray, Mark Jettison, Andrew Gomes, Ryan Flood, Manny Diaz as the feature winner club of 2026. This Saturday's race returns to 30 laps, and all 6 winners will be looking to become the first repeat driver. But there are plenty of other drivers who would rather make it 7 winners in 7 races. Defending champion Charlie Rose is still searching for his first victory of the season. Ryan Vanasse Jr., Luke LeBrun, Ray Lovelace are also among the drivers who could add their names to the list. 6 races, 6 different winners. Will the streak continue this Saturday night? The Sportsman takes center stage this Saturday with a 40-lap Everett's Auto Parts Anniversary Series race. Mike Henriques captured the most recent feature, earning an early victory following his graduation from the Fast Friday competition. Randy Moretti remains the only repeat winner in the division with 2 victories. Doug Benoit, Nick Wood, Nick Brightman, Adam Petty, and Henriques have all visited victory lane. Now they all have 10 extra laps to work with. Scott Seredinsky Jr., Mike Talbot, Adam Giacomosi, Jimmy Pepe Sylvia, and Ken Aspiden III are also among the drivers looking to break through. 40 laps creates more opportunities, but it also creates more chances for your plans to go completely sideways. Who will manage the extra distance and earn the Everett's Anniversary Series victory? The Sport Trucks will also race for 40 laps in their Everett's Auto Parts Anniversary Series showdown. Ethan Heilborn became the first division's repeat winner 2 weeks ago when he captured his second checkered flag of the season. Before that, the Sport Trucks had produced a different winner in every race. Mike Duarte, Tim Bolter Jr., Richie Helger Jr., Mike Cavallero, and DJ Thiebaud have all earned victories. But 3 of the biggest names entering the weekend are still looking for their first win of the year. Points leader Scott Sestodio, defending champion Jake Veneta, and Tommy Adams were all inside the top 5 last week. They sit near the top of the championship standings, but would each love to add a trophy to their resume. Could one of them break through in the 40-lap special? We just mentioned one driver who knows exactly what it takes to win a Sport Truck Championship, but is still chasing his first victory of the 2026 season. He's the defending champion, he's right in the middle of this year's title battle, and he'll have 40 laps Saturday night to get the job done. Please welcome Jake Veneta to the hot seat. Welcome back, race fans. It's Giuliana Vanasse, and we are back in the hot seat, but this time with 2025 defending truck champion Jake Vanada. Jake, you've had a lot of momentum this year, but you haven't gotten the win yet. What is one thing that you're really pushing to do looking into tonight?
We're just honestly trying to stay consistent, G. I mean, it's just the division's so competitive that 11 guys can win. You start 11th, you're going to be lucky to get up to 7-6. So just keep it in one piece, get in the top 5, and just keep nailing them down.
What's the pressure that comes along with knowing that you are consistent and you have a fast piece, but you haven't yet clutched the win yet?
I mean, it doesn't bother me much. It's been doing it too long. I mean, it is what it is. I've seen years where, I remember Kenny Spencer in 14 winning a Pro Stock Championship without winning a race, different format. I remember Dick Houlihan back in the early 2000s doing it. This format is kind of getting closer to what they raced under, so I just don't think it doesn't faze me much. It's just I'm more about the long run.
Let's go back to the beginning. You've been coming to Seekonk for years now. You won a truck championship. I'm sure that means a lot to you. But what made you start racing race cars or trucks?
Well, I started racing. Well, I didn't start racing Pro Stocks, but we started basically Seekonk racing Pro Stocks. My rookie season was your dad's. But anyway, back in 08, I believe, that's a correct stat. I wanted to drop during this. But anyway, what started it was, just sitting in the stands, just like, you guys. I remember you guys sitting in turns 3 and 4. We sat down in turn 1. And we got hooked on it. So it's, I started working on them, and I fell in love with it. And that's really kind of what hook, line, and sinker got me.
Seekonk is known for their family ties. What does it mean to you to be able to bring your daughters here every weekend? Do they love it?
It means the world. And the youngest, the jury's still out. She's young. She was making race car sounds, I think, last night. I don't know. So hopefully, but the oldest definitely loves it. Ro loves coming here. It's been tough with the little one because she can't come here every week anymore. But now she's going to start coming again more consistently. She's the youngest is a little older, so they love it.
Do you think you could see them getting in the seat?
Yeah, I mean, if I did, I'm sure they could. And Ro keeps driving the Hot Wheels more and more and more. They're, our monster truck and everything else. So I definitely could see it happening.
Let's talk about challenges throughout your career. I'm sure you've raced against a lot of amazing drivers, but which driver would you say has challenged you the most and made you better?
Great question. I think, I go back to, I raced against all my heroes, Dick Houlihan, Ricky, all these guys, and I think the circumstances at which I raced against Rick may have elevated my game the most, because I got to see Rick, the older version of Rick, I think the best version of Rick, and I learned a lot from consistency and just hanging in there and staying in the fight and not making too much of one bad night, So I would have to probably say Rick, but I've been so fortunate, David Darling, Dick Houlihan, just legends that I just idolized growing up. I got to go door to door with, so I've been pretty fortunate.
Big picture, you're sitting second in points. What's one thing you want to accomplish to maybe get number one?
Honestly, get in the right lanes. I mean, of course we want to win races. That's always the goal, I guess, but our biggest goal is always championships here. That's kind of what I kind of built our program on, and it's what we try to do. We've only won one here at the track, but we just got to keep nailing it down and try to avoid the bad night, and we'll see what happens tonight.
Thank you so much, Jake, and good luck tonight.
All right, you're welcome, G.
The East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags are also back this Saturday night. It's one lap, street legal vehicles, and absolutely no time to make up for a bad start. Some competitors bring serious machines, others bring the family commuter and a level of confidence that may or may not be justified. Either way, it's almost one of the most unpredictable and entertaining parts of the night. That's your look at another huge weekend of racing here at Seekonk Speedway. Fast Friday goes green at 7 p.m. with the Bandelero Bandits, the Bandelero Outlaws, the Legend Cars, Pure Stocks, Sport Fours, and Crown Vic Cruisers. NASCAR Saturday begins at 6 p.m. with the Pro Stocks, Late Models, 2 Everett's Auto Parts Anniversary Series races for the Sportsman and the Sport Trucks, plus the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. Tickets for this weekend and all remaining events in 2026 are available now at SeekonkSpeedway.com. Follow Seekonk Speedway on social media for all the latest news, updates, and event information. I'm Giuliana Vanasse. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the Action Track of the East.